Exactly. I don't think that would be
No,
good.
turn that off.
I said it. I said
Yeah, I
it.
think
What?
it would be too much glare.
It's okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Okay, so my first question for David is,
Oh,
what is one of the most significant things that has ever happened to him in his life? Number two, what was going on in your thought process after you had this car wreck recently? And three, what is your favorite sport and why?
Oh gosh, those are right in my wheelhouse. Believe it or not, actually. Most significant event. What was going through my mind after the car crash? Or my favorite sport, you said?
Your favorite sport.
My favorite sport.
Just your favorite sport.
Favorite sport. Okay. What was going through my mind after the accident? Wow. That's really interesting because I remember all of the events after the accident. I remember everything leading up to it, and I remember everything after the collision, to include the spin of the car, and I remember actually having money in my right hand. I literally remember every detail after the collision. Everything was in such slow motion. It was a strange kind of event in that nothing happened really fast. The collision occurred. I remember the car spinning, and I kind of opened my eyes and I was looking down, and I saw the money on the floorboard on the passenger seat of the car, and I started grabbing my belongings because I knew the car wasn't going to go anywhere. The funny thing about that is I tried opening the door, and I was fumbling with the buttons, and I couldn't make it work, and I actually tried to turn the ignition of the car to turn it on to get the electrical power to the door to open it, but nothing happened. And then a funny thing happened is I realized I didn't even have my left shoe. After that, I think I called Teresa while I was still in the car. And then I remember seeing out of my peripheral vision somebody coming and they just opened the car. And I'm trying to call my wife to let her know that I'd been in a car accident. I didn't know how bad I was hurt. I remember seeing blood all over the money that I picked up. And then the EMT guy, he just grabbed me kind of out of the vehicle. He put me on the gurney, and off we went to the hospital. And then I remember trying to call her probably I think a second time I called you, and she answered, and I'm talking on the phone while I'm in the back of the ambulance, and they're trying to get the neck brace on and everything. I mean, I remember very clearly everything that happened, and I remember thinking, I'm glad I'm alive, because it could have been a lot worse. And after that, it was just kind of off to the hospital, talking with the technicians, you know, the ambulance guys, and there we were. There we go.
So I only have to answer one of the three?
Yes.
Okay.